Please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Today is the weekly options expiry on Bank Nifty. We have PR Sundar, who's one of the biggest option traders on the Bank Nifty. And for those of you who are wondering where your premium goes, when you buy all of these options and they're down 98-99%, it's people like Sundar who are actually eating those premiums. He'll be back, of course, at 240 to see if the strategies are working or not. A bit of a reminder here that option trading comes with inherent risk, and if you're a retail investor, you have to manage your risk because you can't only look at returns. The strategies are there, but then you have to manage your risk. Sundar, good morning. So your basic strategy on expiry days is to play for flat move on the Bank Nifty, right?
Today I'm expecting more or less 100 point plus or minus only, not a very big move.
100 points plus or minus on the Bank Nifty.
But of course, this is valid only until 3 p.m.
Only until 3 p.m. At 3 p.m. we all know that there could be a wild move. Of course, that nobody can predict. Right. So for now, for our retail traders, what is the best strategy for today's Bank Nifty?
Okay, what I have done, the Singapore Nifty was showing about 20 points lower, but in pre-market we opened about 20-30 points higher. I'm talking about Nifty. The Bank Nifty opened about 70-80 points higher, right? And we always say, SGX Nifty is like your girlfriend, will never let you sleep in the night time. And Nifty is like your wife, is totally unpredictable. So, though the pre-market, it was about 75-80 points higher, I was expecting the Bank Nifty to come down to the flat line. So when it opened about 75-80 points higher, I sold some 26,800 call option and 26,900 call options.
26,800 call option and 26,900 call option. Let's just bring those on air and see the premiums right now. So 26, not the Bank Nifty future, the 26,800 call and 26,900 call. Let me just see on screen. Okay, that's 800 call. It's at 70 rupees right now. Sundar.
No, you are looking at the monthly expiry, but we have to look at the weekly expiry.
Today's expiry is 11 rupees.
Yeah,
11
10,
rupees.
11 rupees.
So, and you would have sold this option at what price?
Around 18-20 rupees.
Okay, 18-20 rupees. So, technically, it was already 50% in the green. But, the risk factor here is what if an HDFC bank decides to have the kind of move that it had on 31st May? And there's a big surge. How do you mitigate the risk in that case? If you had sold this option, and now the Bank Nifty even rallies, say, 100, 150 points, then this option could easily go to 30.
Yeah, it can go, but see, on 31st, it was a news-based move. Right. Of course, the news can come anytime, right? But the probability of that news-based move is less likely today. So that's number one. Number two, most of the time, Bank Nifty tends to move within a range on the expiry day. Usually the option premiums are eaten. And only after 3 p.m., so they let go to move as it moves. So the probability of that is very low. As you told me, I'm already sitting with a 10 rupees profit. I can always put a stop loss at the entry level.
Okay.
All right.
So that's the 26,800 and 900 call you've sold. At lower level, are there any puts that are being sold right now?
Yeah, after the market has come down, so I sold some 26,400 and 26,300 put options.
Okay, 26,400 and 26,300 put options. They will be very low right now. 26,400 is already down to 6 rupees. So basic, but these options have to be sold on Wednesday, right? Because on Thursday opening, the overnight, risk is gone, and in that case, they open, about 40-50% lower.
Yeah. See, there are two things. One is the positional trade. The other one is the intraday trade. Okay. For positional trade, it is always good to sell 1 day earlier. Okay, assuming that I was expecting an expiry between 26,400 and 26,800. So this is my range for today. So if you have sold 26,400 and 26,800 yesterday, and by opening itself, you would have made huge money.
Yeah.
And when I just checked, I'm sitting with a profit of about 20 lakhs. Okay, just 1 day move, okay, small move. But then you can't leverage. You can't do whatever money you have, you can play only with that.
Yeah.
But the expiry day, you can get intraday limit from the broker, and you can do it huge quantities.
Okay.
Okay. So, that's the range, of course, 26,400 to 800. Not necessarily it will play out like that.
Yeah,
if
it
there's
is.
a big move, how are you hedging that? How are you mitigating that
Okay,
risk?
number one, the 26,400 to 26,800 is my prediction of the range. It's only a probability, not certainty.
Exactly. Yes.
Right? And once again, I repeat, there can be a violent move after 2:45.3. Most of the time, either I exit the positions before 3 p.m. Or at least I put a stop loss for all my positions. I just watch.
See, post 2:33 p.m. violent move is okay.
Yeah.
That by then the options would have come down to almost zero, and by then it's okay. I'm talking about a violent move. Sometimes it happens post noon. In that case, how do you mitigate
Yeah, it
the
can
risk?
happen. About 2 years before, there was some surgical strike news. Even by 11:30 also, there was a big move.
Yes.
So what we do, we always maintain a stop loss at a higher level.
Okay.
Not necessarily it will be very close to the entry price. That is only to take care of the black swan event.
Okay.
And typically, what's the range of the stop loss that you maintain as a discipline?
Yeah, usually it'll be about 2 to 3 times the premium which I collect. Right, so as I told you, most of the time, this is a probability game, so 9 out of 10 times you win. So one time you lose, 3 times also you are going to lose only 30% of what you made.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, just one last question from my end. I mean, all of this is very new to a lot of people, right? And people do send us queries. How do they start, etc. How did you start trading, and any books that you would recommend for people, for laymen who want to begin?
Now, there are a lot of books out there. I read the books by NCFM books only, generally.
Okay.
Since I'm a mathematics teacher by profession, I can pick up these numbers very fast.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so Sundar has been telling us that he sold the call options at 26,700, 800, and also put options at 26,300 and 400. We will have the review of these strategies at 2:40 to see